So my name is Vinod Siani and I'm the CEO at EducateMe Group. I'm talking to you today from London, United Kingdom. I appreciate most of you where you are. It's just gone 7 o'clock in India. I hope you're all well and I hope it's not too hot for you. Right, so let's move on to the next page. A little bit about us, who we are. So EducateMe Group is a UK-based company. Primarily, we offer rounded support for all types of learners through all parts of international study. What do? Our aim really, to be honest with you, is to make quality education accessible to all students, okay? That is our aim, and to make it as easy as possible in terms of the journey that you're about to take. Our awards and accreditations. We are recognized in the industry. I myself, a little brief history about myself. I've been in the education sector in the United Kingdom working for the last 37 years. In those 37 years, of course, I've touched on many student journeys, many universities, colleges, student lives, etc. We're great at what we do. We create pathways and journeys for students. We make it easy for them to reach their aspirations. And we do that in simplicity and making that journey as easy as possible. We keep you informed all the way through. We get awards and accreditations for everything that we do. Recently, we were voted as Best Education Leader Support UK Business Award winner 2025. And for a number of years, we've either been winning or we've been runner-up. So it's something that we appreciate. We also have memberships with ISEF, British Council, Pearson's, IELTS, Language Cert, OET, and many, many more. So what you see is an organization that's very ethical, very professional, and we put students at the heart of everything that we do. Okay, next, please. So what is different about us, apart from perhaps any other agencies that do similar work like us? And there are many, many agencies anywhere you go in India. You'll find that, number one, the first thing is we don't charge any consultation fees. So to the student, when you come to us, when you engage with us, our information to you is completely free. We don't charge you for our service. The reason why that is because our payment comes from the university that we place students with. And so at source, there is no need for us to charge any student. There are many agents who charge students for fees. And a reason why that is because they don't have tie-ups with universities, and they kind of go round and round, joining with other organizations. And so this is not something that we do, and we would recommend anybody to go down and join an agency where you have to pay. It's not something that you should do. For students who don't have finances in order, we can give you some recommendations of some banks who can provide education loans and so forth. We are also partnered with One Vasco. Many of you will know them as VFS. VFS is the government body that works between the Indian government and the United Kingdom government. So when you, the student, is making your application for visa, you're handing it to the middle people, and the middle people are VFS. Their job is to check that your application is correct, and it's not going to result in a visa refusal. So with us, we actually have a back-end student support with VFS where we can put your file to VFS at very little charge at all. In fact, I think it's zero at the moment, where VFS can check your file, come back to us and say, actually, this is all in order, or we would recommend this change. And that is something that our counselors would do with yourselves. And again, that service is completely free of charge. We also work with an organization called Student Circus. Student Circus is pretty much a platform, a digital platform, which works with only international students. It's based in the United Kingdom, and it works with students and links students with potential employers. And these are blue chip companies, very big, large employers who are only looking to employ or have interns of international students, particularly from India. So that's something that we uniquely have a collaboration with. English classes, some of you may be interested in having practical English revision classes ready for any interviews, etc. We have an offer running on that. And again, it can be free, but that is something that we will discuss in a few moments. We do provide airport pickups, and we can organize accommodation if need be. But again, that's on a one-to-one. We have a portal where we allow all our students to have access to, and that's a free service where you could log in to our portal at any time using your unique password and login, and you can check where your file is, and you can upload documents directly to that file, and you can also have a chat with your counselor. So that's something that you are personally engaged with through our platform. And again, there's zero fees to pay. It just makes your life much easier. I'm sure the last thing you want to do is to pick up the phone and ask questions. Where is my file? Where is my file? Why is it taking this? Why is it taking that? So we've actually got a very efficient system where you could log in 24/7 and check where your application is live 24 hours a day. Okay, next page, please. So at this point, I'm going to hand you over to our colleagues at Regent College. They will go through their slides, what they're going to present. Very, very interesting information for the courses that they offer for the coming September. At the end of their presentation, we'll then open up for having questions and answers. Okay, so if I can ask anybody who has questions just to hold them until towards the end. So I now welcome our colleagues to Regent College. Over to you, please. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. This is Shamil. I have been working in Regent over 4 years now. So we have been in the educational industry for over 20 years now. However, when it comes to international recruitment, we're relatively new. So we're very new in terms of international recruitment. We have been recruiting over 4 years now for international. However, our growth has been like competitive markets with the other institutions. We have a very good partnership with the University of Greater Manchester, St. Mary's University. We get all the courses and materials that we taught in our institution are always double-checked by University of Greater Manchester and University of St. Mary's. Here, once a student has completed a degree with us, on their certificate, he will be said University of Greater Manchester, which is in the top 30 university according to Guardian newspaper. So student will get the opportunity to study with an institution within the top 30 and as well as study in Central London. So all our campuses are based in Central London. We have 5 campuses. I will mention them later on in the presentation. We are also a member of QAA, and at the beginning, my colleague did mention the main focus of this agency is that student-centered. So similarly for us, we are a small institution. However, our main focus is that our students are very happy with the service they get. So when in terms of classes, we try to keep the classes as small as possible so that the students get one-to-one services from our teachers. And also, so for example, very small class. So like we try to keep them as like 25 to 30 students per class, nothing more than that. And then we also have like seminars that even smaller. So last September, our student satisfaction was 92%. So very well said with our colleague. We are a member of QAA. It's a reassurance for the students that services, the qualities get double checked by authorities and it meet the standard of UK. We also have institutions. We have a campus in Dubai, and by 2027, we are also trying to get our own university license. So we have 3 academic, we have 3 intakes. We are offering, we have September intake, a January intake, and a May intake. We are also offering 3 schools. So we have schools of business, schools of engineering, and schools of social sciences. So we are, because obviously with international students, we do understand that English is a main barrier for many students. So we offer continuously English supports throughout their course. We have actually integrated that English classes as part of their course. So students will do 2 to 3 hours of English extra classes at free of no charge. So absolutely free for students. And we also offer a course which helps students with thinking what skills they would need in order to be successful, also as well as to help with their employability. So what skills they will need in the sense of like to enhance or to increase their chances of securing a job while they're a student, and also after graduation. We offer plenty of career support. Yeah. Then key skills of successful international professions. So here is some, again, these are like some examples of key skills that students need to have in order to be successful. We do offer, as I mentioned, we do offer plenty of career support to students to enhance their chances of securing a job while they're studying and even after they have completed the course. So we continuously host jobs fair, CV workshop, mock interview. We also we will host quite a few jobs fair throughout the year. So where employers will come and they will advertise the part-time and full-time jobs available outside the campus as well as in campus. Thinking into this character, this course is also available to students and it's absolutely free of cost. So this course gets students to think into like what kind of skills they need to have in order to be successful. Also, they put them a student into the mindset of like not just think, also they like what do you need to do in order to be successful, so whether it's in your course or it's your long time in your day-to-day life. Yeah, so throughout the course, student will be asked to short time of goals and long time of goals. So short time of goals could be like, okay, what do you see yourself doing in a week time or in a month time or in a year time? And it's not just set goals. We basically have like workshops where they will meet on a weekly or a monthly basis and then see what progress they have achieved. Yeah. So this is something has been introduced by the Vice Chancellor post-COVID, and you can actually see that it is very good. A student who has completed this course, they have benefited very much from this program. So it's something they have really benefited from this. It puts students into thinking like, okay, where do you see yourself? And it's introduced like there is a lot of emphasis on like positive thinking. What positive skills do you need to have positive attitude towards life, like a whole positive aspect. Now, a bit more about University of Greater Manchester. As I mentioned, University of Greater Manchester is one of the top 30 universities within the UK, according to The Guardian. They have been continuously growing up on the ladder. So they're focused on student satisfaction. They're also trying to incorporate a lot of like a work experience. So a student gets to work on their interpersonal skills, work employability. So their focuses on their employability skills. So, and we make sure that we provide a lot of support to students to secure a job while they're in studying, even after post-graduation. Yeah. So University of Greater Manchester, their campus is outside London. However, if students are studying with us, they will be studying in London. They get the opportunity to study in central London and then also use the facilities. They get to use the facility of University of Bolton as well as use the facility of us, and also make the most out of multiculturalism in London, all the job opportunities that offers in London. Now, in terms of programs, so we do offer quite a range of programs. So UT and PG both. For undergraduate, at the moment, we are only offering the business management. So we are offering the BSc Business Management and we are offering the BSc Business Management top-up. So the BSc Business Management top-up is for a student who has done a 3-year degree or might not have enough points. Yeah, so they are not students who are not eligible for a direct master's. They can do the top-up program. The top-up program is a 1-year course, and after they have completed the course, they can can go for direct masters. Yeah. And whereas the BSc Business Management, it's a 3-year course. So student who has completed their 12, they can apply for the BSc Business Management. In terms of restrictions, so at the moment, we are not offering the bachelor degree and the top-up to Punjab and Haryana in India. And of course, if you have anyone from Bangladesh, then yes, Sylhet. So these 3 areas, it's a bit restricted, only for the UG programs. But we are offering the masters as usual. And for the masters, we are offering quite a few courses. So we are offering the MBA program, MSc International Management, MSc Software Engineering, MSc Health, Social Care and Wellbeing, and as well as MSc Psychology. They are all 1-year course. The tuition fee for all of the courses are exactly the same. The MBA or the MSc International, they are quite generic, so students with any particular background could apply for it, whereas the MSc Psychology and Health, Social Care and Wellbeing is slightly more, so it would require that student have relevant background. Now, the tuition fee. For all of our courses, the tuition fee are exactly the same. So our tuition fee is all our undergraduate, and the master's course is 17,500. However, we do offer a plenty of scholarship or installment plan available. So either the student can pay the full fee, or we do also offer in terms of scholarship. Okay. Now, we are offering a early bird discount to our masters and bachelor students, which is they will get £5,000 off from their total tuition fee. However, this bursary is only available to students who wants to make the use the advantage of this scholarship. In order to use this scholarship or to be eligible for this scholarship, they will have to pay the remaining tuition fee before CAS. Okay, so after the scholarship, their tuition fee is 12,500, which they need to pay before we can issue CAS. But after they have passed the interview, the credibility interview. Yeah. If student doesn't want to pay their full tuition fee, they could also opt for an installment plan, which is 50-50 installment plan we are also offering. And for bachelor student, any bachelor students, they will need to pay their first tuition fee upfront anyway, so it works out actually really good for them, because their first year tuition fee comes down to 12,500. For the second and third year, their tuition fee will be 13,500. However, it will depend on their attendance and the percentage of their first year. Okay. At the moment, we are offering 3 installments for the students in their second and third year. So the 13,500, they do not need to pay at one go. They can pay in 3 installments. However, if someone needs more than that, we can speak to finance, and then we can offer that facility as well. But it will be on a one-to-one basis. They can speak to the finance team. Okay, now just going over this again. So for bachelor student, they will need to pay the first year tuition fee upfront, which is 12,500. And for second and third year, we are offering installment plans. Okay, and for master students, now master students have 2 options. Either they pay 50-50, or they can pay full tuition fee. Okay, so if they go for 50-50, they will get the £1,000 scholarship, and they pay 50% pre-CAS and 50% after enrollment. Okay, we are also offering a slightly different payment plan for Nepal student. So for Nepal student, they pay 75% of the tuition fee before CAS and 30% on enrollment with the £5,000 scholarship. Yeah, so I have also gave you the breakdown of how much it will be if you pay 50% pre-CAS and then 50% how much is after CAS. Now for English waiver, we do accept MY. So student from India, anyone who has did exam board CBSE or CSCE for their 12, anyone who has scored 70% or above, they can apply directly with their MY. Okay, and even from Nepal as well, we accept English waiver. So anyone who has scored 60% or B in English in their 12th, they can apply directly without any external test, so without any English test, so without any IELTS or anything else. Yeah, this is both UG and PG. And for PG as well, we are also, for the only PG students, we are also offering our internal English test. Okay, so anyone who has studied in English before, but not any of these exam board or like a different exam boards, yeah, and they can, and they're confident about their English, but they don't want to do any of the English tests, they can do our internal English test, which is absolutely free to students. So once you have submitted the application, you let your recruiter know, we can book your test. We will also be sending some material to prepare for the test. The test is very much, it's an online test, so you will be, you need to make sure you are in a quiet room, you have your laptop. Yeah, we will be sending you some materials, some sample paper to prepare for the test, and on the day it's you will be assessed quite similar to how IELTS testers.
So it seems we're having some technical issues on Regent College side, so we'll just move along, and if they come back, we'll see if we can add them back and continue with their presentation. I'm sure it was reaching towards the end in any case. So let's continue with ours. If I can ask Gaurav, please, can you move on to the next screen, please? So students who are interested to learn more about Regent College, their courses, their scholarships, etc., we ask you all, please, to just follow the next few screens for instructions. So we will ask you, please, to visit our website. You can download a form, or if you have a mobile phone handy, you can scan the QR code there and download the form from there. The form looks like what you see on the screen. We ask you to fill out your profile. This gives us a very short bio for us to then connect with you and then go through a number of questions to look at how we can help you. You don't have to submit your application through us. You can do it in any other way you want, but we are here to give you a free service. So really, our obligation is to help you with your application, okay? If you visit next page, please. If you visit our website, you can also look at some testimonials from students who have been to Regent, who are there already, and they can give you their testimonials, so you can actually learn from students who have already been placed at Regent, okay? Can I ask everybody, please, we are sharing some telephone numbers in India of our counselors. Please feel free to connect WhatsApp to the counselors if you want further information, and they're there to help you. Are there any questions for anybody to ask whilst we are here? Can I ask any of you to perhaps raise your hand or type a question in, or even unmute yourselves and ask me any question? I'm here to help. Please go ahead. So we have a message from Sanjana, having a study gap. Yes, we can accommodate students who have study gaps. Again, we would need to have a conversation with you individually, Sanjana, to understand a bit more about that study gap. What is it that interests you in terms of the progression that you want to do? What course? Is it IT? Is it engineering? Is it anything else? Is it law, etc.? So we would have to have that one-to-one conversation. So I'd urge you, please, to call us tomorrow morning or fill out those forms, email it to us, and we'll be happy to help you. Any other questions, please? Thank you, Sanjana, for your question. Any other questions, please? Please don't be afraid. There's no such thing as a wrong question or a silly question. Yeah, so if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask them now. So can we bypass the graduation somehow and do the masters or pre-masters with masters? So if you've got a master's already and you want to do another master's, I think that's what I understand your question. Yes, you can do another UK master's on top of what you have perhaps in India or another country. Yes, you can do that. Again, please, can I ask you to submit your inquiry or via WhatsApp to our counselors so you can have that one-to-one dialogue and you can have the information that you need to your particular question, okay? Anybody else, please, who has a question? There are some great scholarship opportunities. Regent are very well known to be flexible with students. So the student fees, they are as discounted and as lowest as possible and very, very competitive given the locations of where they are based in London. So I would urge you all to look at that as well. Okay. Ms. Sharmin, it looks as if we haven't got any questions. Obviously, apologies to everyone for the IT mess up, little bit glitch, whatever you want to call it. But if there's no more questions on this group, then I'll just call this meeting to an end. I thank Sharmin Akhtar for introducing Regent College to us, UK. We hope you're well, and thank you very much to all of yourself and your colleagues. Okay, have a wonderful evening, everybody, and I draw this meeting to a close now. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.